Imagine this. You're on a luxurious cruise ship, the sun sparkling on endless blue waters, laughter echoing from the decks. But then, in the dead of night, someone vanishes without a trace. No scream, no splash, just gone. Forever lost to the sea. This isn't fiction, it's the chilling reality for dozens of passengers who've stepped aboard what they thought was a dream holiday, only to enter a floating chamber of horrors. Tonight, on True Crime Tales with Cosette, we dive into the dark side of cruises, where disappearances, murders, and unsolved mysteries lurk beneath the waves. Stay with us, if you dare. Welcome back, true crime enthusiasts. I'm Cosette, your guide through the shadows of history's most perplexing cases. Today, we're setting sail into treacherous waters, inspired by the haunting Netflix documentary Amy Bradley is Missing. But Amy's story is just the tip of the iceberg. Cruise ships, those floating paradises promising escape and adventure, hide a sinister underbelly. Since 2000 alone, over 300 people have gone missing from these vessels, many never to be seen again. We'll uncover the tales of vanishings, suspicious deaths, and the alarming lack of accountability at sea. Grab your life jacket, this voyage is about to get rough. Let's begin with the case that has captivated the world for decades, the disappearance of Amy Lynn Bradley. In March 1998, 23-year-old Amy from Virginia was aboard the Rhapsody of the Seas, a Royal Caribbean cruise, with her family. It was meant to be a joyous family holiday through the Caribbean. Amy was vibrant, athletic, and excited for the adventure. On the night of the 23rd of March, after a lively evening in the ship's disco, Amy was last seen on the balcony of her family's cabin around 5:30 a.m. Her brother Brad had left her there moments before. When he returned, she was gone, her cigarettes and lighter still on the table, but no sign of struggle. The ship docked in Curacao shortly after, but a thorough search turned up nothing. Theories swirled. Did she fall overboard? Was she abducted? Eyewitnesses later claimed sightings of Amy in brothels across the Caribbean. Even photos surfaced of a woman resembling her in compromising situations. One chilling account came from a U.S. Navy sailor who said he encountered her in a Curacao brothel, begging for help before being dragged away. Despite a $250,000 reward and FBI involvement, Amy remains missing. The cruise line's response? Critics say it was woefully inadequate, surveillance footage was allegedly overwritten, and the ship wasn't secured promptly. This case exposes a grim truth. At sea, international waters mean no single jurisdiction, and cruise companies often prioritize reputation over rigorous investigation. But Amy isn't alone. Let's turn to another enigma, the vanishing of Rebecca Coriam in 2011. The 24-year-old British youth worker was employed on the Disney Wonder, a ship synonymous with magic and family fun. On the 22nd of March, during a voyage from Los Angeles to Mexico, Rebecca made a distressed phone call from a crew phone at 5:45 a.m. CCTV captured her pacing anxiously, but then, she disappeared. Searchers of the ship found nothing. Disney claimed she might have been swept overboard by a rogue wave, but her family disputes this, pointing to inconsistencies like a pair of flip-flops found near the pool that weren't hers. Rumors of foul play, perhaps involving crew members or a love triangle, persist. The Bahamian authorities, where the ship is flagged, conducted a cursory investigation, closing the case quickly. Rebecca's parents fought for years, even prompting a UK inquest that ruled her death unnatural, but unsolved. It's a stark reminder that even on the happiest ships afloat, darkness can descend. Now, consider the honeymoon horror of George Allen Smith IV in 2005. The 26-year-old American was on his dream Mediterranean cruise aboard Royal Caribbean's Brilliance of the Seas with his new wife, Jennifer Hagel. On the 5th of July, after a night of heavy drinking in the ship's casino, George vanished. Bloodstains were found on an awning below their cabin, suggesting he went overboard, but how? Witnesses heard arguing and furniture moving in their cabin. 4 men were seen with George earlier, and one later bragged about involvement. Jennifer was found passed out in a hallway. The FBI investigated, but the Turkish authorities, near where it happened, and the cruise line's Bahamian flag complicated matters. No charges were filed, though a $1.1 million settlement was reached with Jennifer. Was it murder, accident, or suicide? The sea keeps its secrets. The dark side extends beyond disappearances to outright violence. Take the tragic case of Dianne Brimble in 2002 on the P&O Pacific Sky. The 42-year-old Australian mother of 3 died from a toxic mix of alcohol and the date-rape drug GHB, administered by a group of men she met on board. Her body was found semi-naked in their cabin. The inquest revealed a culture of unchecked partying and predatory behavior on cruises. 8 men were implicated, but only one faced manslaughter charges, which were later dropped. It highlighted how cruise ships can become lawless zones, with overworked security and minimal oversight. And let's not forget Merrian Carver, who vanished from the Celebrity Mercury in 2004 during an Alaskan cruise. The 40-year-old Canadian's absence wasn't reported for days. Her steward even continued making her bed, assuming she was elsewhere on the ship. Her family sued, exposing protocols that prioritize not alarming passengers over safety. These cases reveal systemic issues. Flags of convenience from countries like the Bahamas mean lax regulations. Cruise lines aren't required to report crimes to U.S. authorities unless they involve Americans, and onboard security often lacks police powers. Sexual assaults? Reported incidents rose to 101 in 2019 alone, per FBI data, but many go unreported. As we dock at the end of this voyage, remember, while cruises offer escape, they can trap you in nightmares. If you're planning one, stay vigilant, travel in groups, avoid isolated areas, and know your rights. Thank you for joining True Crime Tales with Cosette. If these stories chilled you, hit that subscribe button and bell for more dives into the unknown. What crime or mystery should we explore next? Let me know in the comments. Until then, stay safe on solid ground.